Here are the exercises for Chapter 14. Firstly, write a program where there are three variables that have the same name. And all three, let's say for example the count variables, are theoretically visible from at least one point in the code. Now what do I mean by theoretically visible? Let's put it like this. The compiler doesn't get confused as to which variable it should take if there are many available. However, you and I may get confused if we didn't happen to know the rules. So, I want there to be one point in the code where you and I might get confused if we didn't know the rules. And we wouldn't know which to pick out of three different possibilities. So, simply put, I want there to be one point in the code, at least one line of code in your program where it's hard to tell by you, the coder, which of the three variables should be chosen to be used at that particular point. Okay. Secondly, write a program where two functions have the same name. Is it possible to do that? Well, it is possible to do that, and then you might like to have a think about why that might be appropriate. You might think, well, I'm never going to have two functions. Never really, in a real programming environment, going to have two functions with the same name. Surely they're always going to do different things, so they're always going to have different names. But occasionally that is useful. See if you can think up a reason why. Finally, very simple change here, modify the course project such that the array of CDs, remember those array of CDs, they have the scope of the main.c file, the entire file. Currently, I believe the array of CDs is a local variable inside main. Main the function, not main the file. So I'd like you to expand the scope of the CDs such that they now can be visible from anywhere in the main.c file. Mind you, there's only one function in the main.c file, that's the main function itself. So we haven't really changed anything. I'm just seeing this as an academic exercise just to see if you can. It doesn't actually improve the program much at all. In fact, it almost violates our golden rule of scope. We want all variables to have as small a scope as possible, and we are increasing the scope of a variable when it's not necessary to. Still, I'd like you to see if you can figure out how to do it. Obviously, to check that, you must make sure that the array can't be seen from any other function in any other file. It can only be seen in functions in main.c file. Okay, off you go.